A sour chemical stench seeps through the breezeway of a sleepy apartment block in Zama, Japan. 9 sealed coolers sit against one wall, silent coffins inside a one-room flat. On Twitter, a final DM blinks unread. "Don't be afraid, I'll make everything fade quietly." By sunrise, detectives will kick in the door, and the most macabre serial murder case in modern Japanese history will spill into daylight. Stay with me, and you'll feel every chilling step, from seductive tweet to hangman's rope. In early 2017, Twitter in Japan became more than a social network. It turned into a confessional booth, a digital alley where people whispered their darkest thoughts into the void. One hashtag echoed across the platform, #Darshigwan2D. For many, it was a cry for help. For Takahiro Shiraishi, it was bait. Shiraishi, 26, created a profile that painted him as a kindred spirit, a gentle soul who understood depression, self-harm, and suicidal longing. His bio read, "I want to help people in pain, DM me anytime." Behind that mask was something cold, predatory. He messaged young women, many teenagers, some barely into adulthood. His words were soft, deliberate. He promised peaceful endings. A partner in death, a listener in the dark. He offered to help them die, or die alongside them. 9 people took the bait. Shiraishi's apartment was a box barely larger than a parking space. Beige walls, one window, one futon, but to his victims it was a final destination. He met each person at Sobadai Station, escorted them with calm friendliness back to room 201, where a steel hook hung from the ceiling. He didn't hesitate. Some victims resisted, others were too emotionally drained to fight. He strangled them, sometimes with rope, sometimes with bare hands. Then he dismembered their bodies with skill he said he learned online. The coolers stacked in his room weren't for food, they were for flesh. To mask the smell, he used cat litter. Neighbors noticed the stench, but no one called police. This was suburban Japan, after all. Silence is a kind of neighborly courtesy. The killing continued. He didn't hide. He tweeted motivational quotes. He flirted online. In between murders, he ate instant ramen, watched porn, and waited for the next message to arrive. On October 23, 2017, a young woman vanished. She had posted suicidal thoughts on Twitter. Her brother hacked into her social media and saw strange DMs with a man. The profile picture was off, too smooth, too staged. He sensed something. He contacted the police and insisted on a welfare check. It took days of persistence. Officers arrived at apartment 201 on Halloween morning. Shiraishi answered the door, calm, flat-eyed. They asked if he knew the girl. He nodded. Invited them in, then gestured to the coolers. When they opened the first lid, they found a severed head. Then arms, then pieces wrapped in shopping bags. 9 bodies, some into 240 parts. Police placed Shiraishi in handcuffs. He didn't resist. "I killed them all," he said. "It was easier than I thought." Japan does not often speak of serial killers, but this story spread like wildfire. The media dubbed him the Twitter killer. Candlelight vigils glowed outside train stations. Online hashtags once used for cries of help became rallying points for reform. Shiraishi's lawyers claimed the victims had consented, that their deaths were mutual. But the prosecution presented evidence of resistance, manipulation, and predatory intent. He chose vulnerable people. He hunted them. In December 2020, after a trial watched across the country, the court found Shiraishi guilty of all 9 murders. The judge called the crimes extremely selfish and heinous, rejecting any argument of joint suicide. The sentence was death by hanging. Japan's executions are done in silence. Inmates do not know the day of their death until hours before. On June 27, 2025, guards opened Shiraishi's door. He was told his time had come. He nodded. He declined breakfast. He wrote no letters. He offered no last words. A Buddhist monk stood nearby. He turned away. At Tokyo Detention House, 5 guards stood behind a curtain. Each held a lever. Only one would activate the trapdoor. None would know who. At 7:05 a.m., the rope snapped. Shiraishi's neck broke instantly. Japan recorded its first execution in 3 years. The families of the victims mourned in silence. Justice by rope. Today, Twitter is no longer the same. Some protections exist, but darkness still crawls between the lines. Hashtags like "Why Want to Die" still appear. Despair is not easy to delete. Takahiro Shiraishi is dead, but his story haunts every DM, every lonely tweet sent into the void. It is a warning, a reminder that not all replies come from kindness. So if you feel lost, reach out, but not to the first hand that offers silence. Reach for the ones who lead you back into the light.